mother would always answer. Maybe deep down she knew I was an undercover too. She died from septicemia, bled to death from an illegal abortion. And it's like, you know and you don't know how big this all is, but you know Doll was too beautiful to die of anything. Nana never forgot of how her family ignored her cries. Too late, alarming the doctor, Nana held her hand as she died. With every glance of the photo, you tried to fix this, tried to understand. It took 3 generations to tell Doll's story, and I wish I had my Nana's hand. Nana Morris. Doll. I'm going to sing you something now. So I've got a record label. This all happened quite accidentally. Yeah. There's a long story about my old album, which you can't find any traces of it online in the digital realms anymore. That was the price of my freedom. I have 3 copies of it for sale today. I saw it going on eBay for £60 the other day, I couldn't believe it. I've boxed all of the rest up for my children. Maybe they can do something with that one day, maybe when I'm not around. I don't know. Let's have a look. Okay, so I'm going to read this. If I can find it. I don't know if I can find it. Okay, I'm going to have to save this for later. So I'm going to read you. I'm going to read you this one actually. I've called it Under Pressure the other day. I gave it a title. It's called The Reverb of Rude Ruby. The everyday normalities have horrendous origins, and we pass it up on a plate, sugar-coated in Casablanca, Casino, Cinderella, Villanella, Propeller. People tell it to whatever, kept in conversation like the bullets they didn't tally, or the villages drowning Sallies, and tell you who to fancy and make yourself prancy for a parade that I don't want a picnic at. And grit all over the ice that hides the slippery sloping of the sanctions and misdirections and intersections and intergenerational baggage barcoded in the womb, and talk of celebrations like it has 2 colours, maybe pink, blue, yellow if you're lucky, maybe better if you're lost in the woods, wild like wolves, because at least you'll be better at catching the scent of stench that warns you that everything was just for practice, because the real danger's in your pockets, on your doorstep, right through the centre of this empire. They practice disguising in spoon-fed bite-sized bits of shit the taste of sugar, unless you've had to bite off your own leg to release the real you from their metal mouth traps. Then everything you see, hear, feel, taste, touch, sends a shudder of sour to the very source of you, and louder that lemon gets as it lullabies you in your mother tongue to wake up. Wake the fuck up, and you wade in pistons of poetry and promise yourself in incantations that they hid in the rosary, in the riots, in the raves, in the rivers. Surrender to its flow, and you get stronger and vow to never ever back down, even if defiance is death. And that's the only kind of death that's sweet, the only kind of death that'll carry us all home. And P.S. I love you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you.